Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here, and welcome to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about the Horby Red BR operational crane wagon that I actually got off of eBay some time ago, and yeah, I guess to me, I actually really do like, of course, how well the crane wagon actually turned out for sure. I think it really does work quite well, and I think it is quite fitting to actually have it alongside all the other models I actually got for sure, and yeah, I really do think it is actually really quite nice, I'm not gonna lie, and I think it really does deliver on what exactly it's giving us for sure. Sure, I guess it might be a little bit too heavy, of course, for most of my trains to actually run from what I can gather, but I still think it turned out to be a really good model for sure, and I'm impressed with pretty much the way it functions, and of course the way it actually corresponds with everything else for sure. So yeah, but needless to say, I really do love the way it actually turned out for sure, and I really do think it's well worth the purchase on my part, hands down. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Whichever you prefer, go right ahead. I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure. But don't come back too late, hands down, because, well, pretty much in the words of course, pretty much on how the original Thomas the Tank Engine TV show plays out, probably best if you don't do anything that would cause confusion and delay. But hey, I'm pretty sure that crane down there would definitely help out on that if things go wrong. And thank God it would actually do exactly that. And you know, I think given to what I'm actually seeing right down here, yeah, now I'm quite curious to see if I'll actually do possibly get the different versions of course, the breakdown crane that Hornby is actually made as well. I can definitely see that happening, hands down. Now, I'm just hoping I'll actually find a good listing for that somewhere for sure. I mean, hey, I would definitely love to have that. That I do think will also go great on, of course, my layout. And I'm pretty sure it would definitely come in handy pretty much through a quick snap of a finger for sure. So yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed, of course, that one. I am hoping. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I guess it's time to go from a little something from Horby back over to Bachmann, hands down, and let me tell you, I've actually got one of two pieces of rolling stock from the Thomas & Friends range that I've been wanting to get for a long time now, until now, so yeah, and of course, in the subject of today's episode, that's exactly what we're going to dive into for sure, so yeah, and of course, we're going to do exactly that with, of course, this, so yeah, what I actually got right here is, of course, pretty much a one piece of Bachmann Thomas rolling stock I've been wanting to get for a long time now, for sure, and that being, of course, on the coal wagon with the coal load on it, for sure, so yeah, this is actually one of many pieces of Thomas models that Bachmann has made that I've been wanting to get for a long time now, and, well, luckily enough, I finally got it in my hands for sure, and yeah, I think it makes sense to finally talk about this one for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Alright guys, it looks like we got the Bachmann coal wagon with coal load right in front of us, hands down, and boy, this is actually something that I'm really looking forward to actually talking about for sure, and now that we got it right here in front of us, we're actually going to do exactly that, so yeah. And, of course, pretty much of anything, I guess, pretty much from what I can gather to really get this out of the way, I think for a bit of background history, pretty much looking back, of course, most of my layouts, I do actually have a really good amount of course, pretty much trucks and wagons for me to pretty much have in my hands for sure when it comes to a good number of Bachmann Thomas models that I currently have for sure. But out of many ones that I've been wanting to get when it comes to rolling stock in general, this is definitely one that I've been wanting to get for years now for sure. Yeah, I think from when I actually took a first glance at, of course, the Hag piece of rolling stock, hands down, I really do think they really have a whole lot going for hands down, and plus I really do like the coal load that's added in, hands down. I think it really does help sell the idea, of course, that front for sure, and I really do love what they're actually going for, hands down, so yeah. And luckily enough, seeing how I did get this straight off of eBay for sure, I think it makes sense for me to do exactly that for sure, so yeah. And now that we finally got it in my hands, I'm actually really quite thrilled with what I'm seeing for sure, because based on my first impressions from the packaging, well, I guess it tipped over for a second. Yeah, I like to see someone actually making a YouTube short on that for sure. Just me talking about pretty much this wagon, and then all of a sudden, whoops. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, and for once, it's not me who actually did that the first time. I think it did it to itself, so yeah, based on my first impressions from the packaging alone, hands down, I really do think they really have a whole lot going for, much like all the other models that we've talked about previously for sure. Yeah, you can definitely see the coal wagon pretty much from the side, alongside the front and the back for sure, and definitely the top where you can definitely see the coal load that's on for sure, so yeah, I think they really have a whole lot going for with, of course, this one, and even the packaging from the front of it, from what I could gather, is pretty much much like how the packaging for all the other Bachmann Thomas models would actually play out for sure, but still actually quite nice regardless, and going alongside the back for sure. Yeah, it pretty much still gives off a whole list of course, pretty much all the other models that you would actually get for sure, many of which I currently own as of now, while others pretty much not as of now, but that will change over time from what I can gather, But yeah, I guess you can kind of get the idea, of course, that front for sure, and yeah, everything else, and including this nice bit of information to signify on what rolling stock is, to which I might have forgot to mention in most of the other ones that I've actually talked about for sure. I think it would get you the idea, of course, that front, pretty much based on what I've actually talked about for sure, So yeah, I think with everything that I've actually said, hands down, I guess this nice piece of rolling stock definitely needs no introduction from what I can gather. I think they really did a spot-on job from what I've actually seen by far, and I really do think I'm in for something really great once we actually get it opened. To which, that's exactly what we're going to do right now, and I do have my trusty pair of scissors to cut open the packaging for sure, So yeah, I guess with that being said, let's go ahead and get this opened up and actually see for ourselves. So here we go. Alright guys, it looks like we have finally got the coal wagon with the coal load out of its packaging right now, and yeah, I think with what I'm seeing, pretty much looking over, yeah, I guess I will have to say, it actually looks really great up close, hands down. I really do dig, of course, what they actually did, of course, this one. And you can tell, pretty much, unlike all the other, pretty much all the other trucks that we talked about previously, this one we actually got right here is all in green, from what I could gather, which actually makes sense, because we did have pretty much one wagon all in blue and another one all in red, for sure. And let's not forget to mention, we do have a fourth troublesome truck, which is also in green for sure. So yeah, I think it makes sense to actually do the same thing, of course, this one for sure. And yeah, I think with what I'm actually seeing, it really does look great up close from what I can gather, hands down. Yeah, you can definitely tell pretty much the nice color scheme and, of course, the detail they actually dig from, of course, both sides from what I can gather. And again, pretty much from the front and back for sure. I think they really have a whole lot going for. And definitely, without a doubt, the coal load, as you can see here, yeah, you can definitely tell they really did an impressive job with what I can gather. And I say the coal load actually is very nicely done for sure. You can definitely tell there's a bit of detailing from what I can gather, and even reflecting off from the lights for sure. I think it really does fit the deal, of course, that front. And let's see, what else can we find? Oh yeah, I guess pretty much one thing I should mention is that the coal load is actually pretty much removable for sure, so it actually comes off pretty easily, hands down, and looking pretty much from the inside, hands down, it actually does play out like, of course, a regular old truck, hands down, much like the blue and red ones that we actually got previously for sure. So I say pretty much of anything, so yeah, I think pretty much of anything, having the coal load in as a optional feature to add in is actually quite nice. Sometimes you'll have an empty truck one moment, and then if we can place it back on, yeah, there we go. A nice load of coal actually adding in for sure. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, with everything that I've actually seen right here, I think Bachmann did a really bang spanking job, and of course, working on, of course, this one for sure. And I really do love the way he actually turned down from what I can gather. So yeah, I think if anything, this is actually one Bachmann Thomas model that I know I've been missing out a whole lot when it comes to all the other models that I've been getting, but I'm really glad that I actually got it right here in my hands for sure. So I must have been pretty lucky when I actually got this straight off of eBay for sure. So yeah. Now that we finally got that out of the way for sure, how will it fare up, of course, on my layout? Well, let's take it on up there and, well, give it a massive test run. Alright guys, it looks like we're back up once again, of course, on my layout for sure, about ready to give pretty much the Bachmann Cola Wagon with the load, pretty much a massive test run for much like all the other models we've talked about previously. And what better way to actually do that than by, well, having it pulled by Rosie for sure. So yeah, I think it makes sense to do that because seeing how we already did with Orange and James, I think it makes sense to do it with Rosie for sure, but this time in her red livery, hands down. So yeah, I think it's probably the best way it can actually put it from what I can gather, but hey, I'm still giving you guys a massive test run for sure, and yeah, I think it's what I would expect like any other Bachmann Thomas model that I would actually do for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I'm actually quite curious to see on how the coal Wagon will do with Rosie pulling it, going through this entire layout for sure. So yeah, but I'm really excited to see on how it's going to go from here, pretty much going forward. So yeah, luckily enough, much like last time, we actually got one of the speed controllers plugged in, so that way we could be all saying good to go. And in case something goes wrong, I might give it a little push or two, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing going right about now. There we go. Oh. And the thought occurred to me, I should have, oh, okay. Okay, I guess, despite a bit of a bumpy start, pretty much from what I can gather, yeah, it looks like the rest of the test run around this entire layout actually went pretty smoothly for sure. So yeah, and I guess the thought occurred to me that I wish I would have cleaned the track and cleaned Rosie's wheels before doing this one, hands down, but hey, I'm sure I'll get it all sorted out, hands down. But yeah, regardless on that, it looks like pretty much the Bachmann Coal Wagon with load actually ran pretty well on, of course, my layout. And yeah, Rosie actually did a bang-up job in doing exactly that. So yeah, I think with what I've actually said, I think it will pretty much sum up everything that I need to say about this one. So yeah, I guess for what it is, I am really happy with, of course, the Bachmann Coal Wagon with the coal load added in for sure. I think they really did a bang-up job from what I could gather, and of course making this look great from what I could gather, and yeah, they did accomplish that very well from what I've actually seen. I really do think this might actually be one of the best pieces of rolling stock that Bachmann has made when it comes to the Thomas & Friends range in general, for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I'm really glad that I got this, and yeah, I'd say this is definitely well worth the recommendation, of course, on my part, hands down. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, this is definitely one of many Bachmann Thomas models that I'm glad that I got in my hands, and I really do think it's well worth it in the end, for sure. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, will there be a strong possibility I might actually get a few more like these for sure? Yeah, I would definitely love to, hands down. I say this might be something that I might actually collect a few more of those, hands down, for pretty much a much longer train for sure, but we'll have to wait and see later on down the road for sure. So yeah, if I ever do get more of these, hands down, please don't ask me to do what the pickup on them for sure. Yeah, I can't actually do an item more than once for sure, seeing if I already covered it for sure. So yeah, pretty much getting the item and talking about it once is enough, hands down. So yeah, but I digress. So yeah, and I guess on that thought alone, I think I might as well end this episode here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and by all means, let me know down in the comments down below on what you guys thought of this one for sure. I would love to know. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and well, it looks like we're not done just yet, because for the next episode, we are going to talk about one other Bachmann Thomas rolling stock that I got very recently, but it's actually more of a delivery that is given to us in a crate. If you couldn't guess, based on, of course, what I'm actually talking about for sure, then I'm pretty sure the next episode, once it goes up, will get you the full idea, hands down. So yeah, but until that actually happens, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack427TheThomasFan1 to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTACTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.